Time is subjective. The concept of time has puzzled humans for centuries. While we experience time as a continuous flow, physicists and philosophers have proposed that time is not an objective property of the universe but rather a subjective experience created by our brains. One perspective is that time is an illusion because it is not a fundamental feature of the universe, but rather a byproduct of our perception of events. The passage of time is intimately tied to our experience of change, which is a fundamental aspect of our existence. When we observe events around us, our brains perceive them in a sequence, and this sequence gives rise to our sense of time. While we experience time as a fundamental aspect of our existence, it is important to recognize that our experience of time is subjective and may not reflect an objective reality. The notion of time as an illusion challenges our traditional understanding of reality and opens up new avenues for exploration in both physics and philosophy. The past and future are present ideas. The past and future are present ideas in the sense that they are mental constructs that exist in the present moment. The past, for example, is a collection of memories and experiences that we recall and reflect upon in the present moment. These memories are not themselves the past, but rather representations of the past that exist in our minds. Similarly, the future is a projection of our desires, expectations, and fears that exists in the present moment as a mental construct. It is not a tangible reality but rather a hypothetical possibility that we imagine and anticipate. In this sense, the past and future are present ideas that exist only in our minds. They are not objective realities but rather subjective experiences that we create and interpret based on our memories, perceptions, and expectations. The only reality is the present moment, which is constantly changing and evolving. The present moment is the only moment that is truly real, and it is the only moment in which we can experience life fully. By being fully present in the moment, we can cultivate a deeper sense of awareness, clarity, and connection, and experience life more fully and deeply. The eternal now. The concept of the eternal now refers to the idea that there is no past or future, only an eternal present moment. It is a perspective that suggests that time is not a linear progression of events but rather a continuous and timeless present moment that encompasses all experiences and possibilities. From this perspective, the past and future are not real but are instead mental constructs created by our minds. The past exists only as memories, and the future is merely a projection of our desires and expectations. The only reality is the present moment, which is constantly changing and evolving. The concept of the eternal now challenges our conventional understanding of time and invites us to explore a deeper, more holistic perspective on reality. By recognizing the interconnectedness and interdependence of all things, we can cultivate a deeper sense of connection, presence, and compassion, and experience a greater sense of fulfillment and purpose in our lives. Implication for our daily lives? The idea that time is a subjective experience can have significant implications for our daily lives. Here are a few ways in which this concept can affect us. Perspective and mindfulness. Recognizing that time is subjective can help us develop a more mindful perspective on life. We can learn to focus on the present moment and appreciate the experience we are having without worrying about past or future events. Stress management. Many people feel stressed and anxious about deadlines, schedules, and appointments. The understanding that time is a construct created by our minds can help us put these pressures into perspective and find ways to manage our time more effectively. Improved decision making. When we realize that time is not a fixed and objective feature of the universe, we can become more flexible in our decision making process. Instead of feeling constrained by time, We can consider multiple possibilities and make choices that align with our values and priorities. Better relationships. Recognizing the subjective nature of time can help us become more patient and understanding with others. We can appreciate that everyone experiences time differently and avoid judging people for their perceived lack of productivity or sense of urgency. Overall, the concept of time as a subjective experience can help us cultivate a more mindful, flexible, and compassionate approach to life. By understanding that time is a construct created by our minds, we can learn to live more fully in the present moment and make choices that align with our deepest values and priorities. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel for watching more such videos.